when I said when I was 8 to, I think, yes, 8 to 12. I went to a psychiatrist. You can see how I'm saying psychiatrist because I don't really know or remember, but I do think it was a psychiatrist. I really and truly, surely do think it was a psychiatrist. And usually it was my mom going with me because dad really, when I was younger, he really didn't take an interest in me that much. People are going to say, oh, boo-hoo, you want sympathy. No, I don't. I don't ever want sympathy. I just tell you stuff because I want to. But yeah, Mom took me there, and every time we were there, she was on like, oh, every time he has a cold, because every time we go, he would be going sniffing like that. His nose was red, and he'd always be like fidgeting and rubbing his nose. Mom thought, oh, he has a stuffy sore nose, can't stop itching and all that, just always sick. So I thought nothing of it. So about 6 months after I'd gone to the guy, because my mom and dad, how it worked all the time was they would always wake up to the news. Excuse me. So they're laying in bed one day. It's about 6 or 7 months later after we go and see the guy. Excuse me. And say, Dr. Brown, Dr. Brown is the child psychiatrist, has been accused of, this is where it gets interesting, procuring children under the age of 13 as prostitutes. Well, you can figure it out. And the selling of drugs and cocaine. They sit right up like, what the fuck? Like, our son, me, went there and he did all this. Then all of a sudden, Mom was like, it clicked. Why he always rubbed his nose. Why he was always fidgety. Why he was always sniffing and all that. Because every time he was just fucking off of that. Everyone who went to him, including my mom and dad, they got a letter saying, is your son, daughter, whatever, abused or whatever? No, wasn't. Because I'm not going to lock the memory away. It's just, I wasn't. I know that. Just stuff like that.
I expected as much. You may have arrived with the
Fucking nose.
but you don't seem to be doing his dirty work. I knew he was
So we never went back to him, and
being a council emissary.
yeah.
Bringing Tevinter assassins into the palace. Those are desperate acts. Gaspar must be planning to
Whew. Still fucking sweating. Once this is done, I'm gonna fucking crack my fans on and cool off.
The Empress needs to know what's going on.
You think? Let's see.
She won't believe anything from
So, but I know after that, my own dad, did this guy do this, or this to you? I'm not gonna say what it is. I said, no, not that I can think of. And I really didn't. He really didn't. I know that much. Once again, use your goddamn imaginations to figure out what I'm talking about.
I would consider such an alliance.
We can help each other, Inquisitor.
But yeah, I have tattoo plans for. Well, I had one in August, September. Well, September because it's probably coming up. Actually, it should be coming up really, really, really soon, or has happened. I can't remember. October, November. Those I have tattoos, and they're all cover-ups. Not saying what. You'll see the videos because I will be making them. So 4 extra tattoo videos. Well, I already have one or 2 of them. Pretty much. But yeah, well, like, there's that. Fucking, I remember. This is the one thing that happens. Like, whenever I go to my nan and pops are down to see my dad, they always ask, "Oh, what are you doing? Whatever. Or doing? What are you doing? What have you done?" And all that. Like, I say, like, what? I fucking work out, go for runs / walks, read, watch videos, watch anime, play video games, edit, record. What do you expect from me? That's all I do. Nothing interesting. I'm happy. I don't have to go on big adventures. I do that with my dad. Or I do that with my dad, and I should get into that in a second. Is I'm happy doing that, but they think, oh, he's got to go have a big adventure because he's in the city. No. I have adventures with my dad because what happens? Every single time I've gone down to my dad for Christmas, or even for, what was it? Just to see him. Every time we're together, for some gosh darn reason. Sorry, 1 second. Excuse me, we always destroy something or something happens to us. We don't plan for it to happen, it just fucking happens. Like example, I go down 1 year. The kitchen sink, both of them get plugged the fuck up. And they break. And we have to fix them. So think about that. I didn't touch him, it did it by himself, but conveniently, I go down there and it happens.
Is it true what they say?
Let's see, what else?
We heard stories of your accomplishments.
Last year, last Christmas, I've been telling the story a lot, but I go down there, we put a fucking hole, we destroy a fucking cap on a small truck, almost destroy a fucking sausage maker, could put a hole through the fucking roof, and that's before any beers, and that's before, or no, during Christmas/New Year's. Like I said, for some reason we do that shit. We don't mean to, it just fucking happens. I don't know why, it just does. They're gonna say, oh yeah, it's because we're stupid. Like, no! Wherever we touch, we destroy something. What? I have no idea. Yeah, I remember from this, I always go with a certain option. I'm gonna go with the other option. That's gonna be my thought.
Why am I not at all surprised that you want to see me now?
Of course not. While this is going on, I can have a drink of water. Taking the straw out for a second. Is it ready? Put the straw back in.
Very well. Shall we dance?
So I'll see what happens. Like, well, my dad's side of the family, they have never gone to know me, never have, never will. And I really don't care if I'm the black, like, people say, like, no one said, oh, you shouldn't consider yourself the black sheep. I don't. Of your side of the family, no. Of dad's, yes, because they never gotten to know me, never gotten to realize who I really am. They always think, oh, you're your dad's son. All this stuff has happened. You should be like this, or this, or this. And I'm not. Like, one thing I'll say, like, everyone has conservative type of jokes. Somewhat conservative. Mine are just, like, conservative, somewhat conservative. Mine, way the fuck out in right field. And they look at me like, the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
Agree with that? Yes.
They just do. I don't know why. And I guess because maybe my jokes are fucked up. And they make them like, oh my god, no! Like stuff like that. Like, no, don't. Just because I am a bit of an emotional person sometimes, and not like bad emotions. It's just, I've gone to the point where my dad's side of the family, if they really want to get to know me, get to know me. If not, quit putting me down. Quit treating me like this.
There's no need for concern. I've come here to help all.
Do you know what, like, one thing I can say, this is, like, not sympathy at all, I'm going to say, like, I always say that, never for sympathy. If I ever tell you the stories about my dad's side of the family and all that, it's never like, oh, I'm going to tell you I need sympathy. It's, no, I just want to tell you so you know. So if I'm ever around, you see me with them, being like, oh, you're the fucking bitch, like, stuff like that. But my aunt, that's my dad's only sister, I'm doing quotations once again, figuratively, because I can, because I have control in my hand. I was, like, sitting, it was at a party or something, earshot on my dad and stepmom, which I'm now fine with my stepmom. We talked about that, and she said, I'm not trying to do that, I'm sorry if I did. So now, all the stuff in the previous videos, you hear me bashing her, it's in the past. Now it's just straight and level. Sitting far away, and he said, yeah, like, she was talking about me. He said, yeah, he's so fucking stupid. You know what you should do? You should be put in a mental like a hospital for, I'm not going to use an actual word, but like for stupid people. Because he's adopted and all this. He doesn't have all the same norms. It's all that. And I'm like, okay then. You're going to say this? I'm not going to say anything. Now you're probably thinking, why aren't you going to say anything? Because I can keep that under my hat. Or it's a trump card. I have a bunch of trump cards against her that I could just say to my dad, like, yeah, she said all this to me. Did all this. She's your sister, I know that, but it's sort of wrong to treat your son this way. And if I say that, she's going to be another like, no, I didn't say that. I was talking about someone else. Like, no, you weren't.
Only a dance, Josephine.
Nothing is only anything. Not here. Were you dancing with Duchess Florence?
I was, and I probably fucked it up somehow, knowing me and my luck.
I heard there was fighting.
Really? What gave it away? The big clash, boom, bang? I don't know. But yeah, I have so many things I can play against. So I told the song to my stepmom, and she's like, really?
Morrigan helped me get into the
Like she said, oh, like all her
and Gaspard.
sons and daughter. So that's pretty much for my mom, because my mom had, it's always daughter and her son and daughters, whatever. So they like you, and I'm like, yeah, because I don't cause a disturbance. I don't bitch it, text them saying, yeah, you're this, this, and this. I just leave them alone. I just post what I want to post. I don't stir the pot at all. I do sometimes, but not to them. It's like, oh, he doesn't like you. It's like, stir the pot, stir the pot, stir the pot. I do that just because it's fun to me. Sometimes to stir the pot and fuck everybody else over. Now you're probably going to try to type, no, you shouldn't do that. Like, let me explain. You know the drink? I stir the pot with my dad's side of the family. To a point, and it's really hilarious to me.
You're asking me to decide what's best for all.
Because you give them one little false grain of a inkling of a false story, and guess what? They take it and they twist it. It's like I said this one thing, and they go and tell my dad, like, Dad, this, and this. Like, you say it's like, no. I told a lie, and I said this, and look what happened. It got back to you. Like, oh, all that stuff. Like I said, all my, I guess my nieces and nephews, for my step siblings. Like if I look at it, like they were gonna go with my stepmom and some kind of one of her kids. All the kids that have tattoos. There's two of us, and I guess a son-in-law for her. 3 of us have tattoos. 2 of us are covered in them. One, for some reason, one got one right on the top of their foot. It's like, yeah, I could not do that. It's be like,
What did Duchess Florence tell you?
I do not know. It would hurt.
Is in the royal wing. That he knows about the assassination.
Like when I say, I'm going to get tattoos for all my family members. Never got a tattoo. I said, yeah, I want tattoos, and I did it.
Then get me access.
In 2016, I started getting tattoos. 2016, I got my very first tattoo. Yeah, you can see right there. I fucked up. You see how much of a drop went down. Because I was at like the 70s or 80s, and it's like, nope, I fucked up. Drop it all the way down to like 40. Not even 40, 28. Never mind. Jesus Christ, I really fucked up. I made one mistake in there, or 2 mistakes, and it dropped it from 80, I think like 80, 70, 80 something, to 28. So that tells how much I fucked up. But yeah, like I said, I don't mind. Like one of my stepbrothers, he really annoys the shit out of me because it's all about conspiracy theories. He says all swears and all that. I do swear a lot, but I tone mine down whenever I'm around. He's like, oh, don't swear on your Nana and all that. It's like, okay, I'll say a couple swears and then that'll be it. Like if we're doing something, like I'll say on my dad's and I stub my toes like, a son of a, like I'll say like that. Won't complete it, I'll just say it. Hold on a fucking second. Back to our armor. And like he doesn't even say fucking hello to me. They don't say hi, how are you doing? They just walk in, they say hi mom, which is stepmom, say hi to my dad. And I'm just saying like
I know I'll never be the same. Shook my world so hard again. Wish I washed away my sins. He's a dead man walking, blank stare in his eyes. Should've given up on the ones I trust. Never should have been surprised when they shot him